Hi, I'm Shannon Grady, exercise physiologist. Welcome to Lactate 2.0. If you're ready to leave guesswork behind and train with science that actually works, you're in the right place. Today's topic: the difference between mixed stimulus or random based training and system based training, which is one of the most important distinctions in modern performance physiology. Mixed stimulus training, or random based training, is the most common training approach where coaches throw a variety of different workout intensities at athletes in the same week or training block, such as speed intervals, tempo runs, and aerobic intervals with little regard for specific physiological or lactate system targeting. There are four fundamental flaws of random based training. First, randomized training yields random physiological responses and unpredictable performance results. When multiple competing biochemical stimuli are applied simultaneously or in rapid succession, the physiological response becomes diluted and nonspecific. Second, competing adaptations. Different lactate systems require distinct biochemical environments. Mixing them in the same microcycle often creates interference or chaos, where the body cannot optimally adapt to every stimulus at once. This leads to mediocre gains across many systems rather than profound gains in the ones that will actually improve the athlete's performance. Third, higher risk of bioenergetic deficit. Without clear targeting, athletes often accumulate excessive fatigue while understimulating the key systems. This results in stalled progress, inconsistent racing, slower recovery, and increased injury risk. Fourth, the lack of measurability. Coaches rely on subjective feel, race results, or generic heart rate or pace zones. There is no reliable feedback loop to confirm whether the intended physiological or lactate system adaptation actually occurred. Mixed stimulus training is essentially hope based training, where athletes or coaches are hoping that the variety will somehow cover all physiological needs. It produces inconsistent, non repeatable performance results and leaves significant potential untapped. System based training is a lactate based exercise or training prescription that is a physiology first model which yields specific, measurable, and predictable lactate training responses. This differs fundamentally from other training models in four ways. First, targeted, single system focus. Each training phase is built around a targeted lactate system to yield targeted physiological development. Second, a physiology first prescription. Training intensities, volumes, and recoveries are determined from each athlete's physiological profile testing and BEEPS data, not guesswork. This ensures the appropriate lactate system is precisely targeted for each athlete. Third, predictable, positive responses. Because the training stimulus is specific and controlled, the biochemical and performance adaptations become stronger, highly repeatable, and predictable. Fourth, dynamic periodization. Instead of arbitrary mixed training blocks, system based training uses data driven dynamic phasing. Training phases are systematically placed to maximize lactate responses that support the athlete's available lactate systems and event focus. After analyzing real time lactate and performance data in over 100,000 athlete samples over the last 20 years, the science is clear. A systematic training stimulus produces specific, strong, and highly predictable physiological responses, along with improved performance results. Mixed training contradicts this principle and keeps athletes in a cycle of frustration and plateaus. Athletes who transition from random based training to system based training consistently experience performance breakthroughs. Stay tuned for more videos on Lactate 2.0. It's time to revolutionize human performance. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.